Hi, my name is Tyler Fornes, and I am the co-host of The Good, the Bad, and the Hunky here on the Voice of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Every week, my co-host Fred Moreland and I discuss all the happenings of All Elite Wrestling and everything going on in the universe of Tony Khan. We talk about Dynamite, we talk about Rampage, and we will talk about Collision when the time comes as well, along with all the appearances outside of AEW from all the best talents in All Elite Wrestling. This is one of the more cohesive wrestling companies in the entire world, and we discuss every intricacy about it, including the unique booking of Tony Khan that is both a huge positive and a major detriment. Check us out every single Thursday here on the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network.
All right, we're back here on Flagship, Patreon.com. This is a bonus Flagship segment here. We're 2 Tuesdays in a row we have done this. Obviously, last week was the WWE Netflix deal, moving Raw over to Netflix and the ramifications of that. Then we, of course, had some other stuff go on that week as well. Last week is a very, very busy week in wrestling, and this week has also been a very busy one. So we thought we would do this yet again on a Tuesday. We're doing a bonus Flagship segment here. We're going to talk about CM Punk and Kevin Owens' injuries, AEW Collision this week, the rating that it had, how we thought about the show, all that sort of stuff, and the latest on the Vince TKO fallout with maybe a little bit of Raw rating discussion as well. Of course, I am Rich. Joe is here as well. Joe, how's it going? How is this on a Tuesday, back-to-back Tuesdays? What are we doing here?
Well, they've been begging us, demanding of us to do a Collision review, basically since the show began. I think maybe you did one.
I did two, if I remember correctly, and yeah, it always falls on like a really weird time for us. You know, it's Saturday, and by the time we usually do the Flagship on Thursday, Dynamite's happened, and it's like, God, I mean, Collision's like old news. That was 5 days ago, 6 days ago. I can't go back and talk about Collision now.
Yeah, well, they're going to get a Collision review today, Rich.
Damn right.
They're going to get a Collision review. They wanted the Collision review. They're going to get the Collision review. So there you go. But, who knows? Maybe these Tuesday Flagships will become semi-regular, and they'll keep getting some Collision reviews. I don't know. Play it by ear. We'll see what happens.
Right. I don't think if people are like, oh my God, 2 straight Tuesdays, this is every Tuesday now. I don't think it's every Tuesday now, but I'd like for them to be a little bit more frequent if possible. Every Tuesday's tough. Every Tuesday's tough, but we can. They could be a little more consistent.
He's not high pitched voice. Both using the high pitched voice. You know.
Hey, look, if you tell your friends and your friends tell their friends and their friends tell their friends, kind of pyramid scheme style, I get enough people that subscribe for these. They'll become every week. So that's all I'll tell you. So call your friends, call your neighbors, call everybody. Get them on subscribing to the $5 tier. Tell them do the $10 tier. Tell them treat themselves here in 2024. Go to that $10 tier, and then you know what? Tuesday Flagship might be a much more common occurrence than semi-regularly or whatever. But let's get into it here, because we don't want these to be 3 hours long. We don't need 2 3-hour shows every week.
And also to be noted, these Tuesday shows, paywall only.
Oh yeah,
I think that should be noted.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't going up on the feed. So, you guys like these. These are just for you, people I'm talking to now. Okay? This isn't for the unwashed masses. So, and who knows how we're going to split the news. I'm not doing any of these topics on Thursday.
That's it. We did them today. That's it. They're done. CM Punk.
We're doing them now. They're burned off. That's
right.
it. So, that should be noted too. This thing's not popping up on the feed later. Okay? So, I don't think we're ever going to be doing 2 Flagships a week on the feed. That's not going to happen. Anytime we do this is just for your selected ears, not the unwashed masses. So keep that in mind.
So let's do this. Let's get into it right now here. Let's start with CM Punk's injury. Of course, the news that he got hurt at the Royal Rumble started popping up. I know I did see some people note this the night of, that it seemed a little weird, and some people were doing some Zapruder film stuff where they're like, I think he told the referee, my tricep. I think Brian Alvarez on the Observer Radio Review said he thought there was something weird about Punk, and the interaction between Punk and the referee was a little weird, and he's obviously a worker, so he would know kind of what those interactions would look like. And then as the day went on, eventually Dave Meltzer confirmed it, that Punk is out of action with a torn right tricep. He will not be at WrestleMania 40. He did a promo on Raw, the uninterrupted first hour of Raw, which we'll talk about here in a moment because the ratings were quite good. Things went quite well for CM Punk and Raw on Monday. But he, comes to the ring, cuts the promo, saying, I got a friend that has cancer. I got this, I got that. I'll be back. I'll be fine. But I did tear my right tricep, so I will be out of action for the foreseeable future. He was interrupted by Drew McIntyre, who said he prayed Punk would get hurt, and that all kind of works because they had a bit of a scuffle. McIntyre stomped on Punk's tricep, so I'm seeing that as a bit of a write-off for Punk, and also kind of to put some heat on Drew McIntyre as well. So before we talk about kind of the big picture stuff with CM Punk and about his history of injuries as of late, what was your reaction when you saw that he was out or that he was hurt, or I think Mike Johnson started with significant injury, and then little by little the details started coming out where an hour later it's Punk's out of action, torn right tricep, no way he's going to be at WrestleMania.
Do you like wrestling trivia? Then check out the 5-Star Match Game, the Pro Wrestling Quiz Show. I'm Joe Gagney, and every episode I grill 3 contestants with 5 rounds of power-packed wrestling trivia. We have over 30 evergreen episodes in the archives covering WWE, AEW, Japan, Mexico, and much, 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 much more. Play along at home and check it out today.